Hi guys, I'm Connor from Surface to Air Sports, and this is the Bataleon Boss for 2020. So like I say, we're from Surface to Air Sports, snowboard shop based in Poole in the UK. We can ship next day, and we also sell internationally as well. So no matter where you are in the world, if you're looking to get a Bataleon Boss for this season, let us know. Go to our website, s2as.com, we can sort you out. The Bataleon Boss, who's it for? It's for that, I want to say, intermediate to advanced level rider. And the intermediate, if it is an intermediate level rider, it's someone who's really looking to progress their level of riding. This is not an easy board. This isn't the sort of board I would put a beginner on or someone who's just sort of mastering their turns. This is if you are confident on a snowboard, maybe you're looking to get your second board, maybe you've done a couple of seasons, you're really looking for something that's going to help progress your riding on the mountain and in the park, maybe worth looking at the Boss. I'm going to run through some of the features and tell you why. The Bataleon Boss, what it is it's the big brother snowboard to the Evil Twin. I imagine you know the Evil Twin if you watched some of our videos before. If you're familiar with Bataleon snowboards, the Evil Twin's been their lineup for about 17 years since Bataleon started. Now the Boss is the next sort of upgrade from that. It's based around the same profile as the Evil Twin. It's a true twin, and it comes in the same sort of flex rating, a 5 out of 10. So you start thinking, well, is it that different? Is it that much more advanced? Well, it is. It's got some really serious technical features that push it to that next level. And to start off, it's got a dynamic camber profile. So through the center of the board, it's got a really aggressive traditional camber. And what that does is it means that if you're hitting the park and you're looking to sort of start stomping those 540s, even your 720s, that dynamic camber is going to give you the extra pop, so much more amplitude on your jumps off the kickers that you're going to be able to have the time to get those rotations in. And when you're charging down the piece, that dynamic camber again just gives it a lot more performance in and out of the turns. It gives it so much more drive. But it does mean that you've got to work the snowboard that little bit more. You've got to have that bit more strength in your legs just to get the drive and the performance that is in the Boss and can give it back to you. As with all Bataleon snowboards, as you would probably guess, it comes with triple base technology. Now this is their twin 3BT. We're now into the third generation of triple base, and I've run through it in a few videos, but I'll talk to you about it in this one, just in case you're not sure. So triple base technology is how Bataleon make their snowboards different. They have a flat center base in the nose and the tail of the board, and then two uplifted side bases either side of that. What they do is they add to the versatility of the snowboard. They mean that this board, which is a true twin snowboard, will still ride well in powder. It'll funnel the snow in through the nose of the board and then push it out the sides, giving you more uplift. It also means that when you're doing those rotations, like I say, the 540s, the 720s, if you'll have a tendency to sometimes maybe under-rotate a little bit or over-rotate on your spins, having that uplift on the side just means you'll get away with a little bit more, because it's not going to hit the edge of the snowboard as quickly and you'll be able to ride away clean. And it's also sort of improved by a new feature that Bataleon brought out called Sidekick. Sidekick, I don't know whether you can see it, is almost a little concave shape just there that adds to the three-dimensional shaping in the snowboard, which just improves the smoothness of the ride. It just adds to that 3BT, just makes that versatility even more versatile. I want to talk to you about the carbon layup in the Bataleon Boss. It's got two carbon fiber X's that just sit underneath the inserts here and here. So they're directly under your feet when you're riding. What that does is it produces more edge-to-edge torsion and potential within the board. If your bindings are on top of these carbon fiber X's that run edge to edge, means that when you're winding up for a spin, when you're approaching the kicker, what you'll actually do is you'll twist your feet in opposite directions. What that does is it stores energy up in the carbon so that when you come off the lip of the kicker, you can release that energy and it'll push you through the rotation. But also means that when you're carving on the piece, you'll have more edge-to-edge response, because that carbon will cause instantaneous energy transfer from the edge to the edge of the board. So you'll just feel it underneath your feet, be much more responsive, much sharper. So one of the newer features in the Bataleon Boss is the addition of this central super tube. Now this is a hollow carbon tube milled into the core of the board. So the core on the Boss is the light core. It's a mostly Paulownia wood construct. It's a highly renewable source of wood, but also has an incredible memory, which is great for building snowboards out of, because it means that as soon as you flex the board, it will always snap back into its original shape. But what Bataleon have done is they've made their cores even lighter by adding this addition of a hollow carbon tube. And in the Boss, it's one central hollow carbon tube that runs through the center of the board, means that you can keep the flex pattern the same, but drop the weight down, just add a little bit more to the responsiveness, just make it that little bit snappier underfoot, and it works really, really well. So lastly, the Bataleon Boss has got Bataleon's Ultra Glide S sintered base. Now this is one of the highest grades of sintered base available on the market. It's incredibly dense, which means that it's much more durable than other sintered bases on the market, but it also holds an incredible amount of wax for a really long amount of time. But it's also so much quicker. What you'll find with the Boss compared to a lot of other snowboards is the amount of acceleration it gets you. So that when you're approaching a feature, you know that you're going to be hitting that feature with enough speed, no matter how far up you start from. In fact, you're going to have to put a speed check in. It's one of the best things you can do. It's always better to be approaching something with too much speed, knowing that you want to put that speed check in, because then you're in control. With the Ultra Glide S base on the Bataleon Boss, you're always going to be in control. I don't know whether you guys have mentioned, but the graphic this year on the Boss is a little bit different. At the board test last year, I was actually asking Bataleon what's going on here, and they said it's actually from one of the first ever nuclear explosion tests. It's images from that printed onto the top sheet. So at the top there, you've got the explosion of a nuclear device, and then these are actually scientists that were stood far too close without any safety gear. As you can see, they've got some really dark tans from the explosion of the gamma radiation. And then here you've got, this isn't actually snow as I thought it was, it's the ash from the fallout of the explosion. So it's quite an interesting graphic, but I think it actually looks really cool. Let us know what you think about it in the comments. The Bataleon Boss, it comes in 5 sizes for 2020. It comes in a 154, a 157, a 156 wide, a 159 and a 159 wide. Because this is predominantly a freestyle orientated board, you do tend to ride it that little bit shorter, maybe just 1 or 2 centimeters than you would maybe your all mountain weapon. But this, to be honest, I do use all over the mountain anyway, so I wouldn't worry about that too much. And again, with things like wide sizing, if you are unsure, drop a comment below and we'll always respond, or just give us a call in store. We're happy to talk to you. So the Bataleon Boss, it's one of Bataleon's top of the range board. It's got top of the range features to boot, and unfortunately that does mean a top of the range price point. For 2020, the Bataleon Boss comes in at £519, which for all of these features, for me, doesn't seem that bad. You've got a true twin snowboard with an incredibly high-end sintered base, dynamic camber built through, the triple base technology, carbon fiber X's, the super tubes. You've got loads of tech in this board. This is really going to help progress and advance your riding. And for that £519 price point, I don't think that's too bad at all. The Bataleon Boss for 2020, who's it for? It's for those intermediate to advanced level riders, people who are really looking to progress their riding. It is a freestyle all mountain board. It's a true twin. If you're going to spend a couple of days in the park on your holiday, or if you're a seasonaire who's regularly lapping the park but you want something with all mountain versatility, something that's still going to perform in and out of the trees, still going to be able to carve on those frosty mornings, and still going to be able to get that extra little bit of lift through the powder. This is a one board quiver that really progresses, that really performs, but it's predominantly that freestyle sort of style that you're looking for. Bataleon Boss is where to look. So I've been Connor from Surface to Air Sports, and this is a Bataleon Boss for 2020. If you're looking to get one this season, check it out on our website, s2as.com, or you can come to our store in Poole in the UK, or alternatively you can give us a call. Number should be on the screen now. Like I say, we ship next day to the UK and internationally as well, so there's no excuse not to get your new Boss from ourselves. If you have liked this video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel. We work hard to make quite a lot of content like this and review as many boards as we can. We do loads of brands and we'd like to do as many videos as possible, so if we know that you guys are enjoying it and supporting it, we're going to put more effort and more time in to make more videos like these. So thanks very much.